Oh, I muted my mic. You didn't hear that whole thing. Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is Wednesday, June 24th. Oh, my Lord. And I have a huge just mess on my table, but it's okay. We're going to get it all figured out. We're going to figure it all out. I'm going to put on my socks. I'm going to find fabric for us to do some hand sewing. We're going to figure this out. Between all of us, I'm sure we can do it. I also painted last night. I'm getting back into my paintings. I had a little bit of a blip where I wasn't painting again, but I painted a snail. It's not finished, but I started painting a snail last night. Isn't she cute? With her little eyeballs and her little snail body. So that is... I'm doing painting, so I'm happy about that, even if I'm not painting as I was at the beginning of the year. I'm still trying to get some painting in every day. That's one of my bucket list items. And I uploaded the bucket list for you guys onto Patreon, and then I posted the link in Discord. The bucket list is a painting I made that you can fill out for summer 2026. On mine, I have wear waders to go fishing, go to a comedy club, go to a mine, go foraging, go fishing and eat the fish, go camping, make a play pot from scratch, make Alex all the bouquets, watercolor every day, forage mushrooms to eat, do natural dye, do flower hammering, go on a local road trip with Julia, raise monarch butterflies, cut rocks with a tile saw. So that's what's up for me so far. I still have 2 more things I could add if you have any ideas. Okay, let me just get everything here out of the way so we have a nice neat workspace to work with. Oh, yesterday, my friends, I cut Toby's nails, and then after I cut his nails, I used the grinder on them, which I don't usually do because he usually is pretty over it by the time I get to the grinder. Anyway, I grinded down his nails into beautiful, soft, rounded ends. Come here, let's show everybody your beautiful nails. Look at how perfect his nails look. Look at that. Not sharp at all. Nice and short. I mean, they're long, but he's a Chihuahua. They're always long, but you can see it's right down to the quick without any bleeding. Isn't that great? Nice and rounded. And he did his back toes too. He's like, please no more, mommy. No, you're all done, bud. You're free. You're a free man. Okay. Move all this over here. Paint, water, move here. Alright, so I do have everything I need, I think. So you guys just talk amongst yourselves for a second while I sort myself out and get some fabric for us to do our sewing with. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, little birdies. I have wool. Are you infected by moths? It appears. No, yay. Okay, and then we have brown fabric. Do we have any other fabric up here? I don't see any other fabric up here. So here's option number 1. And I'll be right back. I'm just going to go grab some from downstairs. Okay, so I think I want to use this dress as the actual fabric. So I think this fabric will be a good rough copy, and that's what we'll use today. I think that'll work. I think that'll be a good spot for us. I'm just going to move my little seating thing. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome. Ugh. We are going to try and hopefully be very successful at sewing a baby dress. We will get some parts of it done. Cut one fabric, cut one lining. I had to put on fold, silly. On fold. And then this one is cut one fabric, cut one lining. Well, this is cut two fabric. Laura. Cut two fabric, cut two lining. That's for the back. And then the front will be on the fold. And I think it's gonna be easy. I feel it. You gotta just feel it with me, okay? I got this fabric at the thrift store. I just loved how it looked and how it felt. I believe it's cotton, which is nice. It's not pretty fabric, but it feels really nice. Okay, so now we have to decide what direction do we want the stripes. Do we want the stripes to be horizontal stripes, or do we want the stripes to be vertical stripes? Vertical stripes might make it easier for us to match up the front and the back. So maybe we should do it as vertical, which sounds like a lot of fun. I'm gonna just rip my piece to start. How's your guys' week going? I'm having a pretty good week so far, I think. Okay, that's gonna be more than enough for the whole bodice. We don't need to do too much. Hi, Peekaboo. All right. So now I've got my pieces. One downside to ripping, kind of stretches it all out. That's okay though. So I have a nice fold here already on the line, which is good. Maybe I should get my iron out though. Might be a good idea for this project. Maybe for the good copy we'll get the iron out, don't you think? I don't think it's necessary right now. Come on, you. Hi, miss. How you doing? What are you doing? Good morning. Hi. Nice to see you. Can you see that both of my hands are currently occupied, though? Do you care even at all? Look at her. She sits right on the fabric. Disrespect. I had the most magical poppy bloom yesterday of the summer so far. I mean, it just started, the poppy blooming, but I mean, it is so pretty. The poppies outside, I'm just going to be getting like 2 or 3 poppies a day now. And I get to decide if I want to, hold on, Pika. I'm thinking here. I get to decide if I want to cut them or leave them. I actually need this to be flat, so while I do allow you here, madam, I also need you to stay out of my way. Please and thank you. Okay, so are we gonna make it lined for the rough copy? Do I have the room to have it lined? I do one here. Okay, let's just start where we want to start. Yeah. Whew. I am not having fun in this hot weather. 94 Fahrenheit, I am melting. That's too hot. It is 72 in my house right now. And I'm happy with that temperature. I don't think we need it to be, hold on, Pika. I don't think we need 94. That's a bit aggressive. No, I'm cutting. You don't get to help this part. I don't have straight hands, so you have to just stay out of my way. Okay, there's the first one. And then there's the second one. Okay, there we go. Now I've got a nice flat piece. I am the opposite of you right now, Louisa. I am in a bit of a cold front where I live. It's not actually cold, it's just that it's not freaking hot, and I prefer summer freaking hot, personally. Come on, you. Stay straight. There we go. Get out of here. Get out. Thank you. Now go away. Okay. Excuse me. I'm clearly doing something Beelzebub. Oh, peekaboo. See, you're being a devil, so I call you Beelzebub. Okay, and then we need you up here. Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to hit your face. That was an accident, baby. Okay. And then here. Okay. Like mild warm weather, I like to wear sweaters. I don't like to wear sweaters, that's true. I'm not a big sweater wanter to wearer. I like wearing sweaters when it's cold because I like feeling warm. But being like I like to wear sweaters, I wouldn't say that's true. I don't like feeling cold. Okay. Straighten that neckline out. Why are you like these? There we go. Okay. Top body piece. Here's what it looks like. Kind of looks gigantic for a baby. Now that we're looking at it like this, maybe we're gonna have to do something in the front to make it smaller. And then we need 2 of the other pieces. Actually, now that I'm looking at this dress, it's going to be really cute. Cut 1 of lining and cut 1 of fabric on fold. Then cut 2 of fabric and 2 of lining not on the fold. Okay. Flatten that out in the back. It's gonna be so freaking cute. If I just keep saying it, it'll be true, you know what I mean? Cut 2 of fabric and 2 of lining. It doesn't need to be on the fold, but unfortunately, that is where it is going to be because I said so. And then we'll just cut it. I hate cutting fabric with scissors that are used for other things. Morning, Candace. Yeah, everybody, hit that like button. Candace knows what's up. You smash that like button. Someone at the wedding was like, do you have to say smash that like button? And I was like, sometimes. And they were like, I hear people say that. And I was like, yep.
And if you don't say it though, what happens?
Nobody likes it. They don't remember. They don't. Yeah, if you don't say it, people just don't think to do it. How was your meeting? Yeah? Great. Now we have the front, now we have the back. Good. The front does have to be cut in half though, or the back has to be cut in half rather. Now we have to decide, do we want to do a lined dress for the rough copy? Who uses scissors for other stuff? Literally, I don't know, Candace. It's nothing to do with me. I don't know what you're talking about, okay? I use my fabric scissors for just fabric, because I am a professional. Okay, I have a sewing needle, I have thread. Do I have a color that's more brownish? Yes, green, brown, I think. Yeah. Okay, sorry, Bailey took her time outside meeting neighbors, adding them to the neighborhood fan club. Who wouldn't be a fan of a puppy? If they're not a fan of Bailey, then you could be like, oh, I guess we won't be dealing with you. Okay, so now I need a sewing needle. I need my thread to be a reasonable length. I should find my thimble now if we're gonna be hand sewing. Silly Laura, I thought I left my thimble here. Where did I put my thimble? Probably with my hand sewing stuff. That would be a good spot for it. Last night, Alex and I got scared by the skunks again. Do I want a skinny needle? Do I have a skinny needle? I mean, I guess that's sharp enough. I think it's gonna fit. If it doesn't fit, I could just do some like gathers or something maybe. Okay, so what kind of stitch am I gonna use to put this rough copy together? Why get out your sewing machine when you could just put it together by hand? Oh, I also got clips. I got sewing clips recently. I'm gonna see if they help me. That's the front and that's the front. Okay, cool. So then we can join our shoulders together first, right? Shoulders first or shoulders last? Well, I think first we would have to sew the lining together. So assuming that the lining is sewn together. This is a draft where we're not actually putting the lining in. Should we just do it with lining like how it's supposed to be? Because then it'll be actually like the right thickness. That's what I'm concerned about. First, welcome. First what? Good morning. And good morning to Twitch, and good morning to YouTube, and good morning to Facebook, and good morning to everybody who's here hanging out. Happy to have you. Welcome back. Okay, so if we are going to put in a lining so that it can look correct. Good morning. Good morning, Melissa. I'm trying to decide what I'm doing, and it's like a normal amount of difficulty, but like for me, sometimes that which is a normal amount of difficulty can feel like a more. Hey Alex, could you bring me a new coffee? I think mine's probably cold. Thanks. Cool love. Okay, let's see. Is this big enough for this piece to get sewn again? At least we'll know if it's too big if we do it with the lining. I am following the rules of the road, you know? Should I do it opposite for the other direction? No, that's crazy. We don't need to be crazy here. Iced latte and cake today while Elisa sleeps. Oh, lucky you. I had a coffee because Alex brought me one, and then I put it down and I did my makeup. So that's what I have instead. Okay. And but I did have toast. I had toast with cream cheese for breakfast. Is that weird? I don't know if you've ever tried it before, but it's actually really freaking good to do. I know that cream cheese is like a bagel cheese. I don't know why it's been excluded to bagels, but I love cream cheese on toast. If you've never had this, try this someday. It's not good for you, so like don't come in here thinking it's going to be a good for you recipe. Try cream cheese and bacon on toast. You might be like, Laura, that seems not right. It is though. It is right. It's the right thing to do. It's delicious. I cannot wake up today. Well, that's okay. You could just sit here and watch me figure out how to sew a baby doll dress. I guess you can't really because you can't see the table. So just believe in my heart. I am doing what I say I'm doing because I am. Okay, there we go. If you add jam to your toast and cream cheese, oh, don't mind if I do. Jam, toast, and cream cheese, delicious. But also, so is cream cheese and bacon. Okay, so now I have two front pieces. These will both make up the front, and now that I'm looking at it, that's way too big across for a toddler. It's just not the right size. So what we're gonna do to make it work is we're gonna have to add like a pleat, I think. Add a little pleat in the front to shrink it down. The waist, I don't know, man. That looks way heckin' wide. And if the waist is only supposed to be how many inches again? So 14, oh, I have my list. Chest, hip. Chest is 20. And if I have currently 15, that means I'm going to be at 30, which is way too big. But we can remove seam allowance. So let's say we remove a whole inch from the sides. That's still, okay, that's still 13.5, which will still bring us to 26.
So, you want to try it?
Is it still warm? Yeah, then I still want it. Sorry, I forgot about it. Could you like take a big glug and then add hot coffee?
I could do a new one. Which one would you like? I
would like a new one. Thank you. Just take 2 darts, then it will still be wide like a circle skirt. So agreed, but the problem area that I'm concerned about is the upper chest area of the dress. The waist is less important. I'm thinking these shoulders are as wide as an adult's neck, so I need to add darts at the neckline to bring that part in. I don't really care if the waist is too big. I just want it to look like it fits on top. So if we're doing little darts or pleats or something, it doesn't need to be a dart because we don't need fitting. She's a baby. But Biel's, my sweet bird, my sweet little troublemaker, I'm going to need you to go ahead and stop. Thank you. Okay, so I think what we'll do is a little pleat like that on each side, but it'll only stitch at the top. So there's like a little design, but really it's only tacked down up here so that these parts are loose, but then look at, we get a good amount of shrink. So, thank you, darling. So, we want to lose how many inches again? 13, and we need to get it down to 10. So, we need to lose 1.5 inches on each side, which means, what's 1.5 inches? BLs. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. Good bird. Good bird. Okay, so that means from here we need 1.5 inches, right? Because we want to lose 3 inches from the front. So, hold on. I have to think at the same time as I'm talking. So if I have it at 1.5 inches, that's where I bring it over to. From the edge to that line. Okay. That's good. 1.5 inches, and then 1.5 inches from the other side. I feel like I need to move down more so you can see what I'm up to here. 1.5 inches from the other side brings us to there. Come on, stay straight, you. Okay, so there and there. And now let's measure across. That should be 10 plus seam allowance, which should be bring us up to 10.5 maybe. 11. Beautiful. With the seam allowance, with the little darts, we'll be at 11 inches, which is good. Because after our seam allowance, that should bring us down to 10.5, and that's what we want to be at. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I think I'm going to just do a running stitch on these little darts, just to hold them in place while we're working, and then they won't actually be stitched in place by anything. It'll just be like a vibes-based dart. And I'll just do a running stitch to keep it in place while we're working. I feel like this is probably a good situation to bring my other overhead camera into play. But you'll just have to wait for a sec on that. Because I'm now emotionally invested in this dress, and I am gonna get it to be at least rough copy done today. And then if it works out perfectly, then I'm just gonna remake it for a tutorial for you guys so that you can also make a baby dress. Okay, so when I put that little running stitch, you can see it holds the little dart in place. It's not a dart, it's a pleat, I guess, but I'm not gonna be holding it in place like a pleat. And then, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a running stitch just above what I want to be how we join the top. I'll just bring it across that way to my second pleat. And then we'll be able to see what I'm doing. Just take the 2 darts, then it will still be wide like a circle skirt. Well, this is just the bodice part also, Candace, so this part doesn't include the skirt yet. I'm kind of very excited about this. Hand sewing a baby dress is going to take way less time than hand sewing an adult dress. And as you know, hand sewing an adult dress takes forever. Okay. Where was it to again? 1.5 inches. Oh, I did something cool over the weekend. What'd you do, Melissa? What did you do? 1.5 brings us to here. Good, good, good. Did I do anything cool on the weekend? Yeah, I went to a wedding. Okay. There we go. I bought some wood dollhouse furniture. Cute. Already I'm in. I'm already sold. Okay, let me get to the rest of your message as soon as I tack this down so that I'm working where I want to be working. Okay, back to the attention span of a squirrel. From Dollarama that didn't have moving parts. I dismantled them and made working drawers and cupboards. You know, sometimes you just have to do the weird shit, Melissa. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you made working cupboards and drawers for them. As you should. I love dollhouse videos. People taking dollhouses and turning them into like accurate looking houses. Amazing. People making dollhouse furniture. Amazing. All right, there we go. Now the rough front piece has been pleated in the back of the, like, stitched together in a basic pleat. And I'm gonna just cut the string there. And now we're gonna take the other front piece that we made, and I'm going to shrink it down by doing something similar, but I'm going to take my 3 inches from the middle so that there's not darts on the inside, or pleats on the inside. I don't want any extra bulk. Since Elizabeth is already a fatty fat fatty who sweats so much because she's so chunky, we don't need her to be hot by having too much fabric on. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay, so the distance between the neckline should be what? I'm not saying anything rude about my niece. She's fat in a baby way. It's not a value judgment. I'm just saying she's 4.5. She's 4.5 divided by 2 is 2.25. 2.25. So that means all of this is going to be stitched down and then cut. Anyway, she's amazing, and she's a little chubby baby, and so I don't want her to be hot in the clothes I make for her. Like, girl, you the size of most full-size doggos. My arms are tired and I need to type. Oh, she's trying to sit on you. It's 'cause she baby. Where is the thread? Here it is. I almost want to use white thread so I can see what I did, since this is just a rough copy anyway. I did a workshop a couple of years ago to learn how to make a 1/12 scale desk. Very cool. The woman teaching it was a contestant on Best Miniatures on CBC. That's cool. She owns a shop in Kentville, Nova Scotia. That's really cool. Learned how to make miniatures. That's because there is something for everyone. Like, people who can't find their hobby, you can make dollhouse miniatures. Do you understand? You are permitted to make dollhouse miniatures as like the thing that you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Just ignore me for a minute while I figure out what I'm doing. 2.25 goes to here. Thank you. Figured it out. No panic. No panic needed. Okay, a little running stitch here. I might end up cutting the fabric, even though this running stitch is kind of not beautiful. Like, do I just make a nice rough copy dress that Elizabeth can still wear, or do I just consider this like my muslin actual rough copy? Because it requires different stitches. Oh, I missed the comment. That's why it didn't make sense. I forgot to mention to you all that Bailey, who must be 30 pounds, thinks she's a lapdog. I mean, she's living in a house with cats. Of course she thinks she's a lapdog. She needs to be held and cuddled like a baby. Absolutely she does, because she is a baby, Candace. And let's see. And she's whining here, wanting me to hold her while I watch. Well, Candace, obviously you know what you have to do. You have to hold the baby. She deserves all of your attention at all moments of every day for the rest of her life. God, that's one thing that's so cute about puppies. They, like, literally are desperate for you. I love the love that you get from a puppy. I don't want any of the other parts of a puppy. Like, I don't want to teach them, like, how to be a dog or how to be a appropriate dog. I would rather just not have to deal with any of those things. But, like, the love that you get from a puppy, oh, God, it is quite unmatched. They do give you, like, all of their love. And if they don't see you, they're, like, genuinely sad. Like, girl, you the size of most full-size dogs. My arms are tired. I need to type. Yeah, geez, Bailey. God, Bailey is such a cute name. We met someone at the wedding who had a dog, and the dog is a Belgian Malinois. And His name was Dutch, I think, and he was so cute. I want one. No, I don't. I do not want a Belgian Malinois, but I like the idea because they're really pretty. His name was Dutch. Isn't Dutch a cute name? Because it's a Dutch Shepherd. We love a name that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to cut the excess fabric here off. I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to cut it off with a little extra. Okay. You're very brave, Laura. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we've got the 2 front pieces complete. Now we can sew them together for the lining, or not for the lining, for the, yeah, we can sew the front piece to the front lining. And hopefully it's gonna look so freaking cute and you're gonna be like, whoa, Laura, you're amazing. Most likely that's what we'll do. They are gorgeous. They're gorgeous and they're so smart and they're so active. You just have to also be smart and active if you want to have one, which is not what I want to do with my time, but at the same time, gorgeous dog. Too smart for their own good, too active for most people to manage. Genuinely, I would say on average, not a dog that anyone should be getting as a pet, but that's how I feel about most working breeds. Like, what are average everyday families getting a border collie for? Do you know what those were made to do? Not sit at home. Anyway, I feel the same way about Malinois. Okay, I'm going to get my tripod so you can watch me hand sew because, oh my god, do you see her arms stretched? Look at her stretched out arms. Look at this. Oh, that's a nice stretch. Hi. There you go. What was I going to get again? I was going to get something. Oh, the tripod. I already forgot. Phew. What are you gossiping about, Beelzebub? Huh? You watch your mouth when you're talking to me. Aww. My sister's having her backyard redone today. And Alistair got to see a tractor thing. Okay. And that should work. And that should work. Move this out of the way. Okay. Okay, there we go. My stepfather-in-law brought over, one from Paris. Ooh, he was wandering the streets, so he brought him back to Canada. Unfortunately, his energy and impulsiveness resulted in his demise. Yeah, I would imagine their energy and impulsiveness would lead to more than one Malinois being hit by a car, honestly. They're very active and they're very fast and they're very, like, they have agility that you wouldn't believe. Like, they can jump and run and do stuff that feels like, what are you doing, guys? What are we doing here? Why are we making these dogs that... Okay, hold on. You are going to be open, right? Yeah, you're going to be an open seam because you have to attach to the back piece. You're going to get closed first. You're going to get closed first. Okay, so you're staying open. I'm going to just pin everything that's going to stay open so that I don't accidentally sew somewhere I'm not supposed to. Incoming call? How can I have an incoming call? Accept. Let's see. Can my phone handle it? Hi.
I know you're streaming. I just wanted to tell you I'm on the way to daycare to pick up Alistair because he hit his eye and he might need stitches.
Okay.
So I might need you.
Okay.
If I do, can I call you?
Yes.
Okay. I might not, but I might need support.
Yeah. If does he have to go to the hospital?
I don't know. I'm gonna go check it out now.
Okay. Are you picking him up and taking him home?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if he's not hurt bad, then come here.
Okay. I will.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Okay. I love you. Bye.
Poor Alistair. That kid just can't catch a break. He's literally like, he runs. He's a runner. He's a runner, and he fell and he hit his eye, Julia said. And he might need stitches. Which, can't say I'm 100% surprised. He is, like I said, a wild child, and I'm sure he's fine. I've had many full-on facials so far, and I think I have permanent dog boop on my glasses. Oh, you need permanent nose boops. Hey, by the way, don't forget, guys, to press... Oh, I almost just pinned this together the wrong way. I almost just clipped it. I love these clips. Okay, so this is the outside of the dress, and this is the outside of the lining. So we're going to pin it together like this. And then the pieces that we're sewing right now are going to be the neckline, and then these pieces. Oh, poor baby, my baby nephew. Sorry, I'm just thinking about how he's probably so sad right now. So we're gonna leave that unstitched. Do I want to do 2 on the top? Okay. Alright, sorry, now I'm just thinking about my poor baby nephew and his poor baby head. How soft are baby heads, though, am I right? They're just, little boys. They're just dangerous. Or, accident prone. Danger prone. Okay, and then you need to be right in the middle. And assuming that that's a good central point, who's the middle on the front? So assume that's the middle on the front. Good. And we're not sewing any part of the bottom right now, so I'm going to just pin the little pleats in place. Keep everything flat. How cool are these clips? Quite exciting. So my sister's having her backyard redone today. And they didn't think it was possible. They thought they had to like do a whole bunch of pre-work for it. And then the construction guys came and they were like, oh no, I think we can do this in a day. And Julia was like dumbfounded by it. She just did not expect it was, she thought it was going to be like many weeks and many, many thousands of dollars. And they were like, oh no, it's like a one-day job. We got it. They were like, please come now, do the job. And they are going to do that today. Okay, now I've got all this pinned together. Now I will take my white thread and I'm going to do a little bit of a tighter running stitch, but the running stitch I'm going to do, maybe I'll do, yeah, I'll start here. I need to do these arm holes. Those clips are game changers. Literally, look, they hold in place and I'm not going to get stuck by a pin. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so I need to start on this side because I'm left-handed. So sewing these pieces together, this is not the actual dress. This is just the front, and I'm sewing the front fabric to the front lining, and that is going to, wow, that was very good. That is going to make it so that the inside of the dress doesn't have any raw edges, so that it's fully finished on both the inside and outside of the dress. My mom used to be like obsessed with all of her garments being lined when I was a kid. And so whenever she would buy a new jacket, she was a teacher, so she had lots of blazers and jackets. And she would buy a new jacket and she would go, it's lined. And it was like, it became a thing where if we ever bought clothes, hold on, what was my seam allowance? Okay. If we ever bought new clothes and we're showing it to my mom, we would go, it's lined. And it was a whole, it was a whole thing. It was a whole little family thing we did. Okay, am I going to do just running stitch for this? Yes, I'm not doing a back stitch. This is not a good copy. This is just me testing my pattern. We don't have to make it perfect. It just needs to be done so we could check the size. Just needs to be done to check the size. Okay, so there's the first little bit. Imagine after all this it doesn't fit. Okay, so I'm just committing myself to a running stitch. We're not doing a split back stitch. We're not doing a back stitch because this is not a good copy. I don't know why my brain is like, but she could wear it. She's not gonna wear it, Laura. She's not gonna wear this. This is a rough copy. How big do the straps want to be? Probably, yeah. Maybe I can even get a couple more clips in just to keep these together. I don't know that I needed the large clips, and I also don't know that I needed 100 of them, but better safe than sorry if I have anything to say about it. Okay, so we'll just keep it on that line. To keep a nice straight seam. That's one benefit to using stripes, is you have a perfect line to follow for your seam. Just don't worry about the other side, because trying to line it up on both sides, I'm not like Bernadette Banner. I'm just here to, I'm just hand sewing. I'm not here to like make the best 1800s baby garment. This is just a basic baby dress, and hopefully my measurement skills are above 0. If I have some measurement skills above 0, then hopefully this will all work out fine. Trying to make little stitches. And I'm going to leave the top open of the straps here. I forgot that I had these. I said I got them. That's not true. I've had these and I haven't had a reason to use them, so they've just been in my sewing kit. And then when I took out my sewing supplies to go to the wedding, to bring just in case we have any like outfit emergencies, I found them and took them out and put them aside. And I was like, I'm going to be making a baby dress, so. Okay, now I'm gonna carry my thread across here, but I'm not gonna put the fabrics together, so I'm only gonna carry my running stitch across one piece of fabric. Okay, now I've made it back to the other side of the top of the first shoulder. So now I can clip my pieces back together again. And we'll just line these up and stitch straight down. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh, in case y'all are curious, okay, first of all, Candace coming in here, reminding us that winter is always on its way back. Stop that. Candace says, Christmas is 6 months away. I refuse. I'm not curious. Christmas is far away. I do not need a 6-month warning, Candace. My anxiety can't handle a 6-month warning for Christmas. I need like a 3-week warning. Okay, I made it down the front of the neckline. Now we just have to go across the neckline. First, I'm gonna just put one stitch, I think, just to tack down the top of that little pleat that we did. Good morning, Michelle. Nice to see ya. Hope you're having a good morning. I am having a good morning because I am sewing. I haven't hand sewn something in a while. My fingers aren't used to it. They hurt. Good. Okay. Good. Okay, this is moving along pretty quick. I mean, I know I'm not doing an actual split back stitch right here, and if I was, I know it would take longer. But still, I feel like we could get this done. The good copy, I feel like I could probably get it done in a day. Maybe 2 days. Ow! Ugh, I just got myself in the finger with a pin. Pay attention to what you're doing, guys. Don't be a distracted ADHDer like me. I stabbed under my nail yesterday too. Not sewing. I did it with a piece of wire outside in the garden. I made a fence for Toby because we're trying to retrain him where he can use the bathroom outside because he's allowed to use the backyard, but I don't want him to use the whole backyard because I want parts of the backyard to be like for sitting and enjoying. But you know what doesn't make an enjoyable moment? The smell of dog pee. So yeah, I'm trying to retrain Toby that he's allowed to use the backyard, of course, but if he could please stick to certain locations in the backyard. And yeah, so I made a little fence just out of, I bought a 2x2 at Rona with Alex, got it cut into a 5-foot and a 3-foot length, and then I made essentially a rectangle and then put fence in between it. And it looks like it's working. So easy, movable, lightweight, just what we needed. It's just I want my backyard to be like for hanging out in this summer. Okay. Made it to the top. And then I will make it across the front piece only. Up, down, up. You dancey dance. I don't want to dancey dance. Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't want to dancey dance, Beelzebub. You dancey dance. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, there we go. And now I'm gonna connect my pieces again and go down this side seam. How wide was my, just to the first major line. Good. And on the good copy, I will make sure everything is perfectly lined up, and my stitches will be much smaller on the good copy. The rough copy is just to give us an idea what we're going to be looking at. Please also understand I'm doing this without a pattern, which is probably fine, but it may not be. When inventing, it doesn't always go right. Okay. And then after this, we can turn the whole thing right side out. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, part one. Part one, one and done. There. All right, so now I can take all these clips off, and then I can turn it right side out so you can see what it looks like. Even though in reality we wouldn't be turning it right side out yet because we still have to sew the back and the lining together. But this is the front and the front lining. So this will actually show us the size of the dress now, or of the front anyway. Dancey dance. Okay. All right. Just gonna flatten this side out. Looks good. Hopefully. It'll stay flat. There we go. And the other side. Good. Okay, so now this is what it'll look like. This will be the inside of the front, and that will be what's on the outside. But we can remove the dart thread now because it's stitched together. So that this can be nice and loose. There. See? So now the front will be like this. It'll be fitted up at the top, but then this bottom part will be much wider. So we'll sew the skirt down to this bottom part, and then these little pleats will basically just be there to keep the fabric skinny at the top. And then we'll have our back piece somewhere. Nope. This one. Then we'll have our back piece, and that will be in the same form, like it'll be stitched to its lining, and then we'll be able to stitch the whole thing together, and it'll be like a nice little dress, I think. I think it's gonna work. Now I feel confident. I also feel like my brain is not currently with the stream because I am thinking about Alistair, and I'm hoping he's okay, and I'm waiting to hear back from my sister. I don't know if you overheard the phone call, but Julia called, and Alistair might need to go to the hospital for stitches, in which case I'm going to have to leave early to go with them to hold Elizabeth while Julia is with Alistair. So hopefully that's not going to be the case, and everything's going to be, like, not a big deal. I guess we'll find out. We'll find out when we find out. Sorry, I'm trying to flatten this, but I don't have my iron here. Shape-wise, that feels like the right size now. Which is good. That's what we want. Okay. Hold on a sec here. I need to message Jules to see how everything's going. If she's picked him up yet. Okay, we have... Oh, please hold everybody. Oh yeah, my hot coffee. Okay, she's at the emerge. Let's see. Update? Question mark? She's probably at administration. Oh no, poor fellow. I hope he's okay. I'm sure he's okay. I just, yeah, poor guy. What was wrong here? Why is this not stretching right? I think I need to do a cut on the corner. Probably I'll do a cut. He is a poor little fellow. He got a haircut, and he has a scar on him on the back of his head that showed up when he got a haircut. At first we were like, did the haircutter like cut his hair too short? No, there's like a little spot where there is no hair because he has hit his head and got a scar. Like, I'm not a gendered person when it comes to boys will be boys and girls will be girls and all those things, but let me tell you, from my experience, little boys do get hurt more. Just all the time, just getting mildly injured. A monumental day, his first stitches, perhaps. It could be. Hopefully not. Hopefully they're gonna be like, it's not that big of a deal. He just has like a small cut and he's a baby. That's what I'm hoping. Hopefully not a new trend. Yeah, let's have that not be a new trend. Let's have that not be a new trend. Let's see. Still at the hospital? She should be. Why would she be gone already? We're in Canada. She's probably still in line. Is she in or is she parking? She is. Where is she? Just hold on, everybody. Are you letting all your baby hairs grow in? I'm trying. I'm trying. Do you see how hard of a struggle I'm dealing with? They're not baby hairs. I've shaved the sides. But yes, my plan is to try and grow it back. That's why they look so crazy right now. Okay, so she will update me when she's ready. Poor baby. Okay. I can't do anything from here, so that's all. I'm also, oh, perfect. Hospital. Going to it or at it? Sorry, I need to be doing two things at once right now, and I can't. So you guys just have to be the second thing. Please. Please hold. Actually, you know what? I can do this while I'm doing this. I'm going to take the clips, and I'm going to pin them on the right side of the fabric. Instead of pressing my fabric, I'm just going to use the clips to press my fabric. But Candace, I'm trying to grow out the sides again. I'm leaving the back and the bottom part shaved, but the fronts and the sides, I'm trying to grow them back out, and it is not a fun grow out period, let me tell you. I thought, it's not going to be that bad to grow out shaved sides. I was wrong, let me tell you. Growing out shaved sides, not a fun time for me. Okay, why is it so hard to have this part turn nicely? Do I need to do something different? I think I do. I think I need to make a cut here. Did it work? Almost. You're so cute, Beelzebub. There we go. Aw, you're so cute. No, you're so cute. Okay. Also, Julia had a perfect opportunity to text me hospital, but didn't. She texted hospital. Okay. So, there's the front. I think I need to do that cut corner thing for all these little inner corners. When you move like that, ooh. I may have to leave early. I don't think so, though. She would have called back already if she needed me. Could you not? Thank you. I'm just trying to get the seams to not have crinkliness to them, but they are curves, so I have to do some cuts to make the curves go a little bit more smooth. There we go. Okay. Now stretch you all out and pin you closed. Bada boom. Bada bing. Is this just the way it is to have kids? Do they just get injured like constantly? Is that just what's gonna happen now? I feel like my sister's kids are in a constant state of either healing or like getting injured. Just because. No reason. No good reason anyway. You wouldn't be like, oh, it's because they're left unattended. Nope. They're all actively being watched. It's because they don't have good coordination. Nope. They do. Yesterday, Alistair fell and scraped his knee while I was actively watching him, hanging out with him. We were playing together, and he like fell hard into the garden bed and like scratched his knee up real bad. And he looked at me and he went, "Ah, I think I need a hug." And I went, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And he went, "It hurts." Yeah, and then I gave him a hug, and then Julia came, and then he saw her, and he started crying, and then Julia said, "Did Auntie Laura help?" Because she saw him hugging me, and then when he saw her, he wanted her hug, which is normal. But anyway, he said, "Did Auntie Laura help?" And he said, "No." First of all, that's a lie. Second of all, I obviously help. I help all the time. Silly Alistair. Did Auntie Laura help? She was hugging you. That was the help. Hello. No. I'm sad. And then a little bit later, I had to tell him no because he was doing something he's not allowed to do. And I just said, nope, and just walked away. And he takes it personally when you tell him no. So he went and sat down in the corner. And then I pretended like I didn't notice because I don't care. You can't pout for me. I'm your Auntie Laura. So I pretended I didn't notice. And then he came up to me and he said, "Auntie Laura, I'm mad." And I said, "Oh, okay." And he went, "I'm happy now." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm glad your personality is half-baked right now, buddy." It made me LOL. "Auntie Laura, I'm mad." That's how he announced it. And I'm just like, thank you for the announcement, and thank you for remembering to put on the grumpy face once you told me you were mad. He was, "Auntie Laura, I'm mad." Great. Okay. Now these can just sit like this until they are permanently pressed. It's almost like the same as an iron, except heatless iron. Baby dress, part 1. Stitched together, ready to go. I want to get my sewing machine out so that we could do some top stitching on here, but alas, not today. And then eventually, these pieces will get sewn to the skirt bottom. The end. That's what I have. Please hold. My sister is texting me. Ow, I literally stabbed a sewing needle underneath my cuticle on my thumb. I'm mentally somewhere else, and I need to figure out how to get back in to here, because Julia's texting me. Oh, my poor baby boy. Ooh, that's a good cut. He has a big cut right here. And then I will say, good location for a scar. Good location for a scar on a boy. A cute spot to kiss. Because it's right here. Hearts to him and Julia. The live, hold on. I'm gonna put chat sends hearts. Good, she'll understand. Gosh. I have huge news. It's not news. I have something really big to show you. Hey Alex, can I take your bouquet for a moment? Thanks. We have flowers blooming. Flower bouquet number 1. It may look the same as the previous bouquet I showed you, but it's actually a different bouquet. There's way more flowers in this one. So, California poppies, baby's breath, and feverfew. Number 1. Number 2, rainbow flowers. We have so many things blooming, and I wanted you to see all of the colors of nasturtium. Look at her. Okay, are you ready to see it up close? One last check that there's no Julia update for me. No? Okay, good. Good. And then you can look like this. Ready? Aww. Okay, so let me show you what I've got here. This one is the day and night variety of nasturtium. So the night is like a very dark blood maroon color. You can see there's like almost like a black brown stuff to it, and then the day and night, so the day is the pale color. Then the cherry rose nasturtium is this guy here, so pretty. This one here looks orange, but in fact it is pink. It's the salmon, Alaskan salmon. It just looks super orange next to the cherry rose. Then we've got a bloody, nope, that's not the Bloody Mary. This is the Bloody Mary. Look at this one. Have you seen anything more exciting ever in your whole life? Me neither. Bloody Mary nasturtium. So pretty. Another Alaskan salmon. Another Alaskan salmon. Beautiful. And then we've got a early sunrise coreopsis. We have some pink yarrow. We have some purple sweet peas, obviously baby's breath. Some sweet alyssum. Some Jolly Jester marigolds in the middle there. A beautiful pink zinnia. Some gorgeous pink snapdragons. Ooh. Isn't that so nice? Wow. Here. Wow. It's amazing. It's so pretty. Wow. Look, there's you guys. Hi, guys. Wow. It's so pretty. So I made that for Alex yesterday. Here's a nice little close-up again. Look at that cherry rose. There's the day. Alaskan salmon. Sweet pea. I thought I had 2 sweet peas in here. I thought I put a pink one. There's the purple. I'm sure I put a pink one in. I don't know where it ended up. I don't see it. Oh, it's hiding. There it is. There's the pink sweet pea. And there's my little tangerine gem marigold. And then underneath, the gorgeous, the most beautiful Jolly Jester. Anyway, colorful flowers are back. We have whole bouquets now. So pretty, beautiful bouquet. That's all. I just wanted you to see it in all its glory. Isn't it pretty? I made it. I made it from scratch because I planted all these seeds. So I'm very pleased with the way that the bouquet looks. It also smells amazing, like so good because it has nasturtiums, which have such a sweet scent. And then it has sweet peas, which of course also have a very sweet scent. My ears are still having an allergic reaction. And I'm over it. Oh, anywho. So the garden is doing a lot. Looking amazing. Lots of new flowers. Actually, do you want to look at some of the new flowers? Because I took some pictures yesterday. Not a lot, but some. Don't worry. I'll show you what I've got. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10. Okay. Oh, actually, I sent pictures to Discord. I already sent them. And you guys were getting them without me showing the rest of the internet. I just put them in Discord without talking about them. How could I? All right, are you ready? Y'all ready for this? It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. Okay, ready? Look at this. Here it is. First, let's look at some of my Shirley poppies that have started really, really, really doing something. Like, look at what they're doing. What is that even about? What am I supposed to do with this flower in my life now? Look at this. Do you see what I'm looking at? The most beautiful thing in the world? What a texture. Like, what a texture. Hold on, I'll put me here. Nope, not that. Nope, nope. Yep. There we go, like that. Amazing. Look at what it looks like up close. How? It's like crinkled tissue paper, but it's thinner than any tissue paper ever. It's so pretty. It bloomed and I was like, oh, my life is complete. Didn't know that that's what I needed, but that's what I needed, turns out. And these are the ones that I picked and brought inside. Beautiful, beautiful. You guys already saw those ones. But there's also this one. Oh, nice. Great photo. Compression stockings. Check. Crocs. Check. Poppy in the foreground. Check. This is our blush ruffles zinnia. Candace, look. Creamy blush ruffles. The first one is opening. You can see it's not white. It is creamy, which means this is not a polar bear zinnia. This is a creamy blush ruffles zinnia. This poppy is a different poppy. I threw seeds from your mix into a pot, and there are little purple leaves everywhere. What could they be? They could be amaranth velvet curtains. Look up close at this. Do you see it? Do you see the textures? Obsessed. Here's what they looked like blooming from far away. Gorgeous pink. Hated the red. picked it immediately, but I took a photo after, or I took a photo before I picked it. Way too red. Way too much red for me. I'm sure it's lovely. I don't want red like that in my garden, so pink like this though, I'll take this any day. Look at it. Do you see what I'm seeing here? Beautiful. This one, meh. She red. She's nice for someone. I'm sure someone would love her. I cut it and brought it to Julia's house. And then this one is so pretty. What is the crinkling? Do you see? It almost looks like the thinnest plastic or the thinnest paper. It's like thinner than tissue paper. Oh God, it's beautiful. It's so pretty. So those are blooming now, which is awesome. We love poppies. But what I showed in Discord that I didn't show you guys on stream was some of these different things that are blooming. I did a little show. And then I took pictures of some of my zinnias. So this was the creamy blush ruffles, I don't know, 2 days ago. And then that's what it looks like. Oops. That's what it looks like today. So there's that. And then that. I guess it looks almost the same. And then we also have this zinnia, which is the one I picked for the bouquet. And then we also have this, which is polar bear. This one's white. See the difference? Also this one, a short. This is supposed to be salmon, but it came out bubblegum pink. That's fine. I don't mind. I like bubblegum pink. Next, celosia. We've got a bunch. This is technically gomphrena, but like, let's be honest, gomphrena and celosia are the same thing. So this is a Strawberry Fields gomphrena. This is a Celosia spicata salmon, Celosia spicata flamingo, Celosia coxcomb, I don't remember, and Celosia coxcomb flamingo. I have to see. I feel like we have done this before. Let's see. Celosia individual color varieties. Celosia seeds from Johnny's. Probably it's from Floret where I'll get a better chance, but let's see what Johnny's has. Johnny's has mixes, so you guys can watch as well here. Johnny's has, okay, leave me alone. I don't want to accept your cookies. I want to decline your cookies. I don't want to accept all. Performance, functional, targeting, strictly necessary. Good. Okay, so now we can see what we might be comparing ourselves to here. So the first one, oh, it's not flamingo feather then. Ruby parfait. I've been calling flamingo feather. Hold on. I've been calling this one flamingo feather and the other one salmon. But from this, it makes it seem like this one's flamingo feather, which is lovely, but not the one that I'm growing. Ooh, Selway terracotta is lovely. The one that I seem to be growing is the Ruby Parfait. And let's see if we can find the color of coxcomb that I'm growing. Flamingo purple. I don't know which one it is. Coxcombs. These are just Prince Red. Oh, Selway purple. Maybe that's what I'm growing. What's the difference between Selway and flamingo feather, my dude? What's the difference between Selway and flamingo feather? Celosia. Just ignore all of the different... Both flamingo feather and Selway are varieties of Celosia spicata, known for their tall, slender spikes. The difference comes down to their color palette. Okay, flamingo feather colors. Oh, Selway is a series. Okay. And both are wheat type. Heads are cone and resemble stalks of wheat rather than crested or plumed types. Okay, so it's not really... Nope, that's not what I want to do. Okay, and then are there any other varieties that we missed? Ooh, that's pretty. Sunday Bright Pink. So I'm not seeing the coxcomb variety that I'm growing, but maybe it's just the one that I'm growing is not turned out well yet. Because these look so round. Mine doesn't look round like that. What would I like? Pampas Plume. Selway Purple. Do you have any like growing pictures? No, why would you do that? Okay, let's see what celosia you have. So there's this celosia crested variety versus the coxcomb variety. What's the difference there? Celosia Coral Reef. Celosia, I feel like this Coral Reef will have the color that I have. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can show you what I'm trying to say. Can I zoom in at all? Like look at these ones, right? And then if you look at those in comparison to like this, that feels close. Don't you think? It's got a similar vibe in my humble opinion. Pretty. Okay, so could be that. We've got Autumn Blaze, Coral Reef, Dusty Rose. Let's see if Dusty Rose has the color. Because what we have is pink with orange. So it's not quite like this. It's pinker. Okay, and then we've got Flamingo Feather. I don't think that's the color I have at all. I've been calling it Flamingo Feather, but I don't think that's the colorway that I have. Pink Champagne. Ooh. I want to make a mix to sell. That seems so fun. The vibes are so good. Okay, Sherbert, Celosia, Xantip. Okay, so this one's mostly white. That one's pretty. Nice. Okay, and we've got Super Crest. So I think what I have isn't coxcomb. I think what I have is Super Crest because coxcomb is round. This is not round. It's like upright. So I think that's going to be a Super Crest. Celosia Rainbow Sherbert mix. Oh, so pretty. Okay, and there's no other varieties that I'm looking for. Vintage Rose, Pink Champagne, Pink Chenille. Is this all of them or are there any more that I'm hiding from? Okay, let's see. View all collections. Let's see the library. What do you have for the library, Florette? Quick check. Make sure there's no updates on the old cell phone. No updates. Very good. Okay, zinnias, heat loving, celosia, seeds A to Z, Florette originals, dahlias. Let's look at their dahlias. See what we need. See what we need to be building in our dahlia collection for next year. I am growing something that now I'm like, why am I growing this? It seemed like a good idea at the time, and now I'm kind of like, do I really want it? And it's called Brown Sugar. I'll show you it if she carries it. I'll click it so you can see it. Ooh, Apple Blossom's pretty. April Heather. I'm just clicking all the ones that I like, and then I'll also show you the one I'm seeing. What did I say it's called? Brown Sugar. So we should have already passed it. No, maybe not. BR. Barbary, Barber Pole, Baron Wendy. Bruh. Brown Sugar, where are you? Big Brother, Betty Ann. Ooh. BJ's Revival. I love that. Blah, blah, blah. I love that. Bloom. Aztec. Barbara. I don't like yellow. Buttercream. Candy corn. Don't like any of these. Don't like any of these. Where are you, Brown Sugar? Why are you not here? That's pretty. LMNOP, QRS. We should be here soon. Blue Bayou. Any of these doing anything for you? Do these mean anything? Do they look like anything to you? Any of them? Oh, there we go. Brown Sugar. It's not brown. I thought it was going to be like a burnt color, but it's It's quite orange. Okay, I like the round ball varieties and I like the colorette varieties. I'm not a fan of any of the big ones. Carly's Cutie, that's cute. Let's see if there's any other ones that scream to me. Cherubino, that's cute. Just a little white one. Chewy, Chickadee. I have, I lost my Lifestyle Dahlia, which was really disappointing, but I still have two Frank Holmes Dahlias, I believe, that are going to do something soon, hopefully. Ooh, look at that contrasty one. That's interesting. Hold on. I'm looking for Frank Holmes. We're only on C, so let's just keep looking at what we've got to see here. I like the ball-shaped ones. Dad's favorite. Ooh, Crossfield Ebony. Cute. Ooh, Dahlia Cupcake. Let's look at you. I'm clicking them so that we can look at all of them. Don't you worry. I was supposed to have this beautiful one called Lifestyle, but unfortunately... Wow, there's a lot of varieties of Dahlia. Can we just, like, take a quick sec to notice that? Seems like a lot. Ferncliff is pretty. Okay. I'm seeing stuff that looks the same. You know? Okay, Frank Holmes. That's us. And the one that I was really excited about, I'm going to show you. Ooh, this is pretty. Ginger Willow. I don't like the color. I like the size, though. The tiny ball dahlias. I think those ones are so fun. Let's see if I can find any other teeny tinies. Holly Hill. Page 1 of 3. And I'm looking for L Lifestyle. Did I miss anything beautiful, though? Wouldn't want to miss something special. This kind, this tiny kind, I really like. Are you guys doing anything exciting this weekend? I have something I have to do, and it has escaped me. I wrote it down, I'm sure. I want to find the Lifestyle Dahlia so that we can all be sad about how I'm missing out on it this year. Lifestyle Dahlia, where are you, baby? Oh, wait, are you not here? La 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 Lifestyle. Linda. Layla. Oh, Lifestyle doesn't exist here. Little Snowdrop, that's cute too. Let's see. I have mixed feelings about these pointy looking ones. And by mixed feelings, I mean I hate it. Mi Wong, that one's pretty. And Miss Amara. Moonfire. Wow, dahlias look like so much fun. Why are we not all growing a million dahlias all the time? Especially the ball variety, the little ones. They're so cute. Ooh, this yellow one's kind of fun. A little different. I'm going to show you all the ones that I'm interested in after. Don't panic. There's one called like Summer Bees, and I'm growing that as well. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Rockstar. Let me see if I can find it. Ooh, that's pretty too. Oh, summer bees, where are you? Little summer bees. Looking for little summer bees, where are you? Page 2 of 3. Okay, so we still have a chance. Ooh, Sonic Bloom is pretty also. See, I'm going to show you one that I hate so you can see. Ooh, Strawberry is pretty too. Oh, we missed the O's, the U's, so there is no summer bees here. Okay. Take off. Totally Tangerine. That is not Totally Tangerine, but I do love it. Okay, and on Friday, Bailey has to go for her tick booster, so I'll miss the end of the stream. We found a tick on her yesterday after we were going for a walk. Gross! Yeah, that is gross. I hate ticks. I had a tick on me after going to Julia's day before yesterday. We did some gardening stuff, and it was I didn't like finding it, let me tell you. I like that shape too. I'll show you what I like and you can tell me if you're into it. And we made it to 3 of 3. Okay, are you ready to see all the things that I'm into? So this style, Alpen Diamond. Love her. Young flowers are pretty lavender pink. The color fades as they age. The petal tips are pointed, slightly cupped. Plants are very prolific and are always covered in bees. Bloom size 2 to 4 inches. I love that. Isn't that pretty? So that's the first one I liked. This is the second one. Can you tell that I have a style? It's pink. I want them pink. That one's nice though. Apple Blossom. Love her. Who are you? April Heather. This one's really pretty. Oh gosh, look at that one. BJ's Rival. I don't know who's naming it, but you know, this is what I'm wondering. This variety, what is this called? Blah, blah, blah. Floral designers love the standout color of this variety. Blooms are butterscotch with peach lavender centers. The beauty combines easily with many hues. Don't pick them early. Okay, good to know. This is the color that I have, and I feel like it's kind of a waste of space in my garden because it's too close to orange and red for me. The words brown sugar made me think I was going to think it was nice, and now I'm like, I'm sure I'll like it once it starts blooming, but like, not in my color palette. Carly's Cutie, very cute. This one I just saw it and it like hurt my eyes, so I thought maybe you'd want to see it too. I don't like it, I just thought you might like it. This one's gorgeous. Dahlia Cupcake. Swan Island. This one's also beautiful. Ferncliff Dolly. This is one that I am growing. This is the Frank Holmes. And it's so cute. Look how cute they are. Look at the little poof. It's just a baby. And I'm going to have lots of them. This one I think I want to do. Gigi Petals. I'm going to be a Dahlia girly. I love the size of these ones. Look how cute they look on the plant. They're just so round. Look how little these are. Holly Hill Frodo. Blooms are goldenrod with a light dusting of cranberry on the tips and the backs of the petals giving them a metallic quality. Simply adorable, these flowers are well suited for boutonnieres or bouquets. Pompon. Pinch when 12 inches tall. Dahlias don't unfurl much. Yeah, you already said that. I like this one though. Oh, look how cute these little tiny balls are. They're so little. One of the best varieties we've discovered. Bushy plants produce loads of miniature champagne-colored blooms that are ideal for wedding work. Our flower aesthetics overlap with purples, but I'm more red-orange and less pink. I am happy for other people to love red and orange because I love seeing other people's gardens have lots of colors. I don't like red and orange. But I do, obviously. That's not ever what I'm aiming for. This one's pretty. Jack's Butterscotch. This one's nice too. Bloom size 1 inch, teeny little blooms. They're just little round pom-poms. How big are these ones? 2 to 3.5 inches. Megan Dane. I like this one too. I saw this one in Nova Scotia and I was like, oh, that looks like a coneflower, but it's not. That's how I feel about pink. That's understood. But did you see this color? Mi Wong. How big are the balls? 2 inches. Amazing. Look at the color. Gorgeous. This one's the same as all the other collarette ones I really liked. Look at this. Isn't that one pretty? Plants are on the shorter side but have exquisite color and form. Golden fluffy centers radiate outward and yellow shades become softer at the edges. Very pretty. It's kind of like not a tulip, a daffodil. These ones were just dark, so I wanted to look at them. Rockstar. These ones are beautiful. Sandia Poof. Aren't those something? Hey there, Alex.
Hello.
This I hate. I just wanted you to see what I hate. I posted pics in Discord under live stream. Okay, sounds good. This one I want, I think. Strawberry Bonbon, don't you think? Very me. Okay, I'll take this one either. I will take this one also? Is that what I'm trying to say? Either? Also? Both. I want both. This is a different thing. This is different than the other ones that I've just shown you. They're actually different. This is interesting. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's interesting. Ooh, wannabe. Vivid fuchsia pink blooms with glowing tangerine centers. Gorgeous. What are the last two? I would have loved to tell you, but I press exit when I'm clicking away from them. I want this one, I think. Doesn't that look like a, what's the type of plant? The ones in the water? It looks like a lily pad. My ear is literally still raw. Is my ear bleeding? What are you bleeding? Why? What? Weird. Okay. All right. Great. This one is called BJ's Revival. Okay, let's see. What do you have? I didn't get around to planting the seeds you sent out. We still had a lot of frost into May. Think it's too late? No, I don't think it's too late. When do you get your first frost? Most of those flowers that look, I'm literally bleeding from my ear. What happened? I didn't feel what happened, and now it's just the way I live. One sec, let me just double check that everything's okay with the child. Keep me updated. Are you barking at me, Tobe? Do you need to go outside? Yes, Toby needs to go outside. You guys have to talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Why? I didn't do anything. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I will he's gonna have to get something done. They just did freezing gel. Poor baby. Okay, let's see. Beautiful. Look at those geraniums. So happy and healthy. Who doesn't love a wraparound porch, by the by? Don't know what season that... Oh, maybe Cinco de Mayo? Why do you have pumpkins right now? These can't be from last year. If they are, that would be too silly for me. So, what the heck? Look at those hydrangeas. Gorgeous. You know why they're blue? Because they are in soil that pine trees are growing in, which is acidic. Beautiful, beautiful. I like the idea of these little lights that have lots of lights on them. I see rose bushes, mini rose bushes. I see, okay, could you quit it now? Thank you. I see a calendula right here and a marigold right here. That's beautiful. I will say you could probably add something to this pot. Calendula and marigold are great, but they don't get too big. This one here is a marigold. This one is a cosmo. That is a weed. This is just a piece of grass. That's a weed. These little dark purple ones are all amaranth velvet curtains. When they get a little bit bigger, thin it so there's only one of those purple things in this pot because it gets quite large. You don't need more. But wait till they get another set of seeds before you do that. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Stunning. Love it. Amazing. Thank you, Michelle. Yes, yes, yes. And I don't think it's too late. Let's see. How many days till what? October 15th for the first frost? October 15th. There are 113 days. Most of the plants that I gave you are 60 to 90 days. So it's fine. You can totally plant still. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to pee. I have to let the dog out. You want to go outside? Is that what you were saying, Steph? Okay, I'll be right back. Talk. I have returned. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button because I'm here hanging out with you, chilling. So, how we doing? Any fun updates? Okay, relax. Please hold. Cool. Oh. There's my chunky lady. That's all it takes. Just a couple of toe taps and she's out. All right. So, how much more of this fabric are we gonna need? What are you birds talking about? Huh? I don't have anything else to talk about. You guys mind if we just look at flower seeds? Decide what we're gonna buy for next year? We're not gonna buy it. We're gonna try and make friends and trade. We want to do trades this year. We're gonna try and not spend any more money. I thought that I haven't spent any money on plants. Turns out I've already spent like $28 on next year's seeds, which wasn't my original plan, but you know, there we go. That's just how it goes. All right, now let's see what else we could look at. What other seeds? Cosmos Brownie. That's an interesting one. Chocolate Cosmos, dark ferny foliage, red cocoa blooms. Um, 75 to 90 days. Pinch, not necessary. Okay, so why don't we get a list going of some of these seeds? At least we can, you know, make a note of what they're called. And I can also keep the link from where they are. Don't you think? Apricotta, obviously, every year, forever. We'll see how I feel about the double click this year, because I'm growing double click cranberries, so we'll see how these like actually feel when they're blooming, because they might not be as prolific as, you know, as I want them to be. But Velouette, that one's pretty also. Those colors are nice. But I think that I want to get Xenia again next year because I really, really liked it the 2 years that I had it. Cosmo Xenia. I'm not going to be able to get them from Floret, so I don't really need to be getting the link from Floret. I can't get them from Floret because I'm in Canada. We don't have that option. Okay, and then what other seeds do we have? China asters. Do any of you guys grow asters? I've never grown one before because my mom said it was hard once when I was young, and so I never tried. But like, it doesn't look like impossible if they're growing outside. you know? And if I only get one color, like this mix is what you always see in the like grocery store available as seeds, is like a mix that looks like this. And I don't like how that looks. It's not for me. But like the flowers themselves aren't the problem, are they? It's just the mix of colors I don't like. This Easter basket, I don't want it. I like things like this. Like simple things. So, and is this just a chrysanthemum? Are asters just a chrysanthemum? What makes these plants great is they can be started from seed, are easy to grow, and flower at a time when the garden is starting to fade. As the day length shortens, this group of plants is prompted to begin flowering. In addition to lasting an incredibly long time in the vase, China asters come in a dazzling rainbow of colors and a wide range of flower shapes and sizes. Miniature buttons, tight domed flower heads. Really? Where's these miniature buttons you're talking about? I'm not seeing that in this list. Maybe we need to look at what the aster availability other varieties are. So we have, how about biennials? Do we have any that we really want? Foxglove is only a biennial? I thought it was a perennial. Icelandic poppies are a biennial. I didn't know that either. And Sweet Rocket. Okay, none of those are doing anything. What do you mean dahlia seeds, though? You know what I mean? One of the most exciting and surprising discoveries when it comes to growing dahlias is learning new varieties or how they're created. Unlike tubers or cuttings, which produce an exact clone of the plant they come from, dahlias grown from seed offer a treasure trove of new possibilities, each one something that's never existed before. Well, that's probably not true, but still. Bee's Choice, Petite Florets. Ooh, that's nice. You could get anything from this mix. And then you just keep the tubers of the ones that you like, which for me would be every single one because I have mental health problems. Petite Florets, Can Girls, or Bee's Choice. They all look to have the same group of colors, which means that I'm not super interested. Ooh, lilacs. What do you mean? We can choose varieties of lilac from looking at them here. I love that. Wonder Blue, Paul Theron, Therian. Oh, Lilac Glory. Pretty. I have to check what mine's called. Okay, all plant collections. No, we don't want... Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, Cosmos, Aster, Celosia, Dryables, Edibles, Hardy Annuals. I just want to see them all. I just want seeds. Let's see what we could do for snapdragons next year. Do you guys want to do like a particular colorway for next year's garden? I feel like every year we kind of have a plan. This year it was just, I just wanted to grow new things. But we could pick one color for snapdragons. That's allowed. You know? Like, look at this one. Opus Early Bronze. Look at that. What's that going to be like in my garden? I mean, it's too orange. Why do I keep picking orange? I like two-toned things also. Like two-toned faded, not stripy. I like the one that's called Chantilly Apple Blossom. I don't know if she has them here. Butterfly Pink, Apple Blossom. Well, she has the Potomac version. But that's pretty. I don't know if I like that two-tone. I feel like I'd rather go for a solid pink, like the Madame Butterfly Chantilly variety. They're just so pretty with their ruffly blooms. I wonder if they last less long because they have those gorgeous ruffly blooms. How about Costa Lavender? Ooh, that's kind of phenomenal to look at, isn't it? Wouldn't that be a nice snapdragon to just have all purpley pink? We could do a purple year. Like an emphasis on purple. That could be fun. Okay, so poppies. I already have my poppies, but, you know, maybe they have something else that we would like. Iceland. Shirley Poppy, Mother of Pearl. Okay, so Shirley Poppy is a variety, but I could get the gray one for next year. The purple gray one. I don't know if I want that. Poppy Pandora. Mother of Pearl is pretty. Bunch of nice shades. Okay, hold on. Poppies, pansies, and violas. What do you think? This year, for next year, I grew like showy. I bought showy mix, I think is what it's called. Majestic mix. So like this, except it's just called majestic mix, not majestic giants. Brush strokes. They're all pretty. Gem pink. That one's pretty. Brush strokes. Ooh, look at this one. What do you think? No, you're right. Not that one. Snapdragon, sunflowers, sweet peas. See what's up with them with sweet peas. I feel like sweet peas are just, I'm happy with them being a whatever thing because it don't matter. They're just there for like backdrop. They're not like an actual cut flower for me. So I don't feel like it matters. Candy tuft can have stems like that. That's kind of surprising, isn't it? That seems like a large stem. Okay, and celosia, autumn blaze, all the celosias these are for drying. Cress. Eucalyptus. I didn't grow eucalyptus this year. I think I do want to make an effort to actually buy globe amaranth next year because I didn't this year and I didn't have seeds, and I really like this plant when it's blooming in my garden. This year I have the red color. It's the strawberry one. I'm also not partial to larkspur because they're early spring and I don't have good luck with most early spring things. Love in a Mist. I still haven't grown this. Candace, you've been telling me for years that I need to. And like, it looks so nice when it's in a bouquet at Floret Farms, but that's not what it looks like growing, is it? Is it? Hey there, Pika. Peekaboo came back. Pincushion. I didn't grow any Scabiosa this year. They weren't worth it for me. They're pretty, but they're not worth it. They only last one day as a cut flower, and they also only put out one flower at a time. And, yeah, makes them not worth it for me. Oh, status. This year I have yellow status. I'm excited to see what it looks like blooming. The pastel mix is lovely. But I have yellow status. I wonder if she has yellow. Next year I think I want to get white straw flowers. Are these straw flowers? These are not straw flowers. What am I looking at here? Xeranthemum. Isn't that a bachelor's button or is that different? What am I looking at here? Hold on. In spite of its delicate appearance, blah, 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 plants are tough. Each produces a flush of 15 to 20 branching stems loaded with multiple flowers. Okay. What are you called? Xeranthemum? I like you. I'll add you to the list. There was something else that I had on my list that was a weird name. Oh yeah, Guillaume. How do you pronounce? Guillaume flower. Pronunciation. Geum. Okay, thank you. Geum. Rhymes with medium, but with only 2 syllables? Okay. Geum. G as in G, and E and Geum. Good. So now let's look at Geum flower. I'm growing it next year. I'm growing the red, just something fancy red dragon. That's what it's called. And I wanted to see what the plant looks like because this is a perennial. So what do we look like when we're growing? Okay, she's kind of pretty. I'm growing the red variety, which is not the best, but it was the seeds I found. Blazing Sunset. It's interesting. Okay, those are pretty long stems. That's not bad, actually. Okay, and look at all these different colors. So, GM flower varieties. Let's see if we can find the company that sells them. 27 popular GM varieties. GMs are wonderful groups in the rose family with many varieties and shades of red, orange, pink, and yellow. They make a great addition to pollinator beds, and their long stems make them perfect for the cutting garden. They are not picky about soil, blah, blah, blah. They tolerate full sun and partial shade. Okay, good. Attractive foliage that grows in a basal rosette. I love a basal rosette. Blazing sunset. Fuzzy, toothy leaves at interest. Great. Tempo Rose. Princess Juliana. Totally Tangerine. Mrs. J. Bradshaw. Petticoats Peach. Okay, so there are colorful varieties available of these. Where are we selling them? That's the question. Can you not? I had a fruit fly in here. Mackenzie seeds. Let's see if Mackenzie has any other color. Do you just have red? Yes, that is the one that I got. GM flower seeds. Maybe Etsy has them. Swallowtail Garden has them. Okay, we'll see OSC, Ontario Seed Company. Where else? Etsy has some, maybe. Hold on, Prairie Smoke is the same type of flower. I didn't know that. Okay. GM Seeds Canada, search all the varieties. Yes. Okay, and then we'll check on Etsy also. So these ones, the only option is the one variety, Mrs. Bradshaw. And then GM, this is just a random seed company and we don't have pictures, so that's not helpful for me. Hello, how am I supposed to shop? GM Seeds. Let's see what we've got for GM Seeds here. Exclude digital downloads. Okay, great. Let's see what we've got for free delivery. The red kind. Okay, great. So the red kind is the most common kind. So where are we getting all these pink ones then? What company is selling all the cool varieties? You know what I'm saying? Canada. Also, am I just like here quietly on my own? Hello? Hello? What? GM, not Mrs. Bradshaw. Swallowtail Gardens. Hi. Okay, we only have the one kind, Sunbeam. I want to see other varieties of GM seeds. Where are we buying them? Lol, your voice is just helping me focus on work. Okay, that's fine. As long as you're having a good time. GM on Etsy. Award-winning flower, Mrs. Bradshaw. I don't want that. I just want GM flower seeds, not the other variety. And we want show filters. We want, what do we want? Do we want, no, we just want to see what's available, don't we? Let's see what's available first. So that one's cool. Let's see, River Water Avens. I don't like orange, so we don't need to even stop for those ones. Oh, the other thing I'm going to be growing next year is delphinium. Or I'm going to be growing it this year. I'm growing it for next year because it's a biennial. And I got a Pacific something. Yeah, Pacific Giants. That's these guys, and the colors I got are like purples and pinks and blues. So hopefully those will work. I don't have really good luck with larkspur, but larkspur is not technically delphinium, right? Delphinium versus larkspur. Delphinium's a perennial. Delphiniums are robust perennial flowers with large dense spikes. Larkspurs are delicate and annual. Good. Okay, so this one's nice. It's a nice color. It's like a soft color. It's not dark, bright, horrible red. Not that red is horrible. It just photographs so ugly that I don't want to even like interact with it, you know? Where else can I get them other than Etsy? You know what I'm saying? Where else can we get GM seeds? Planting instructions for GM. Water Avens GM. Where to buy GM seeds? We can buy them from OS Seeds, Circle Farm, Fairy Seeds. I don't want that. I want more. Circle Farms, Fairy Seeds. I'm only seeing red GM. Okay, Swallowtail. We'll look at you. There we go. Okay, so we have orange, yellow and red, or red. So you're not here for me, is what you're telling me. But this one's nice. What about chrysanthemums? Should we be growing more mums? You got me. Chrysanthemum seeds. Who has chrysanthemum seeds for Sally? Mackenzie only has that one variety, I think, and I don't like that kind. Does West Coast Seeds have any other variety other than the bullseye one? Because I hate that bullseye one. My mom got it for me for Christmas, and I'm going to grow it because I'm obligated to try. But I don't like that bullseye look. I also don't like Shasta daisies. Chrysanthemum. Gaia Organics. Okay. Burpee has chrysanthemums. Show me the seeds you have, not just the information. Matchsticks, tricolor daisy, no. And mammoth daisy, no. Mammoth daisy coral? She's kind of cute. I like coral. Coral! Okay, chrysanthemums, delphiniums, geum. I got some other perennials to grow. Perennials to grow from seed. There's a few. Incredibly cost-effective way to build a lush, repeating garden. While many focus their energy on root development in the first year, they will reward you with gorgeous, rare blooms. Oh, reliable blooms. 800 rare and unusual varieties. Okay. Find our seeds in a store near you. No. Annapolis. Oh, is that Nova Scotia then? Are you in Nova Scotia? You are. The Annapolis Valley. Okay, we want, what do we want? When do we want them? Now. Flowers. We want perennials. Echinacea, purple coneflower. Already have it. Swamp milkweed. Already have it. Oh, never mind. We have common milkweed. Wild lupin. No. Dyer's chamomile. That's probably something we should get. Black hollyhock. We already have. Evening primrose, not interested. It's a weed where I live. Wild bergamot, we have. Agastache. Do I have agastache? I don't think so. Columbine, I'm growing in the late summer, early fall. Alistair needs stitches. Alistair needs stitches. He fell at
Can I
daycare.
use glue?
It's bigger than that.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Blue and silver. He might get glue. It's pretty.
I was thinking glue.
Did you see it?
No.
Oh, I didn't know if you got sent it.
Sent it.
Yeah, Julia sent me a pic.
No, I didn't have one. That could be glue, I think.
You think? I guess baby skin is stretchy.
But who knows?
Arnica. What's arnica? Isn't
What?
that arnica? Isn't that like a poison?
Never heard of it.
Silver glitter sea holly. This is pretty, but it's also spiky. So I don't know that I want to grow something that's going to be spiky. My friend gets her seeds through them. Really? Cute. Veronica. Okay, and ooh, black Barlow columbine. That's pretty. Spotted bee balm, lobelia, great blue lobelia. Jacob's ladder, not interested. Actually, Jacob's ladder, that's a weed. Dyer's weld. Sneeze weed. Blue wild indigo. Cardinal flower. Pretty. Rudbeckia trilobia. Witch's garlic. Don't people use arnica for bruises? Oh, for I'm like, poison arnica cream. That's right, arnica cream. It's an old lady thing. Probably now it's just a regular Laura thing, but like in my head it's an old lady thing. Arnica cream. Common vervain, wine cup mallow, oxeye sunflower, Canterbury bells. Should we grow that? Perennial. Baby's breath is not a perennial. What are you talking about? Penny royal. Is that what I'm growing? Nope, this is not what I'm growing. But it's cute. Hairy beard tongue, because let's just name it whatever we want. Yellow giant hyssop, Culver's root. Hard to know what I want to grow. Cool, so that's that. Thank you, brand. Perennial seeds, revival seeds. Canadian flower seeds, Canada-wide shipping. What makes a flower a Canadian flower? Alpine columbine. We love a rhyme. Peekaboo, I can hear your snoring. Is there something I can help you with, ma'am? Oh, she's not snoring, she's awake. I wish we had more specialty seed companies here. Like Rare Seeds or what is it called? Baker Seed Company? Rare Seed. Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. Like, I don't use this company. I don't remember why. But oh shoot, I did the opposite of what I wanted. Anyway, I don't remember why we don't use this company. Why is Baker Creek Seeds bad? Controversies involving GMO marketing, alleged cultural appropriation, and political affiliations. Highly photoshopped catalog in images and inconsistent customer service. Okay, the company has drawn criticism, notably inviting Cliven Bundy to speak, which sparked boycotts. Okay. Some indigenous activist groups have been accusing Baker Creek of taking seeds from native communities, renaming them, and selling them without proper credit or sourcing. Okay, so fine, whatever. Not whatever, it's bad. But I want to look at perennial flower seeds. So, flower seeds. Enjoy searching through our large selection of heirloom flower seeds. Agastache. I think I'm growing... Am I growing Agastache next year? What are these photos? These are horrible photos. Also, they must have redone their website since I was here last. I'm not liking it, let me tell you. Baby's breath, basket flower, calendula. Oh, celosia and coxcomb. I want to see what we could be looking for, like for next year. Celosia seeds flamingo. Celosia seeds Asian garden. I feel like they're just renaming it, aren't they? I just read that. That's why it's in my head. Okay, coxcomb. Interesting, interesting. Not interesting enough. Bells of Ireland. I've had no luck. What's a balsam? Balsam flower? What is this? Balsam seeds. Top knot mix. What's balsam, guys? How are we growing this plant? Show me the whole plant, please. Camellia rose-like blossom. Okay. No good information with that one. Okay, columbine. We could pick an interesting columbine. Like this variety, rose barlow. Do you see these photos? What are we doing here? These are not, they're not doing it for me. Dahlia seeds. How are you going to sell me dahlia seeds? How can they be black beauty? Will they come out black? Dramatic and elegant, darkest blooms. Petals are deeply shaded. Whether for bouquets or simply admired, this dahlia is a true beauty. Don't forget that both the dahlia flowers and tubers are edible, adding a unique touch to culinary creations. Start these about 10 days ago. Great germination rate. Almost every seed germinated. Okay, but I want to know how are we selling dahlia seeds as varieties? As simple single colors. How are we doing that? I thought we don't do that. Coreopsis. Gomphrena. This is one of the ones I'm really wanting to do next year. Gomphrena. I don't really care what color. I just don't think I want it to be the red one. Ooh, what's that? Louisia seeds. Interesting looking plant. Flower. What does the plant look like? See, that's not a cut flower. That's basically a orchid. You're not helping me. Okay, now let's see what we've got for Virginias. See if I need to get anything next year. I don't think I need any new zinnia seeds. You're so cute. Yeah, none of these are doing it for me. You're so cute. That is a bizarre looking snapdragon. It's called the Bizarre Mix. What are these photographs though? They're like hideous. Like they're upsetting me. Let's see, do we have... Cool, I can't organize them by perennial. Is that an option in here, perennial? Gifts, catalog, festivals, all seeds. How about all seeds? No, I cannot do it from... Wow, this is an awful website now. Yuck, what an ugly website. I'm kind of super disappointed in them. None of this now interest. I'm now no longer interested. An ugly website is enough for me to not be interested anymore. Alright, well, that's that for that. And Hi, everybody on Twitch. Nice to see you. Don't forget to follow Facebook. Don't forget to like and follow and comment. And live on YouTube, don't forget to follow, subscribe, and like the video. Or what is it? No, hype isn't on lives, so you're good. But anyway, thumbs up or follow or whatever is available for you to interact with the live stream, please do. Helps the channel grow, and you're already here hanging out, so you might as well. Oh, all right. Now that I'm all tired out and all I can think about is my poor sweet baby nephew boy. Hopefully he's doing okay. Update. I talked to her last at 11:23. It's now 11:39. Gotta check if they're still at the hospital. Poor guy. At least they're in the hospital now, so that's good. Anyway, here we are. Any news on the baby? I had to take Bailey out. No news on the baby yet. He is in the hospital with Julia. He's okay. He's no longer bleeding, but he does have to have something done. The cut is obviously too big for. It looks like he fell on his face into something, because it's right here. So it looks like he banged his face, but it's too high up on his face for him to have fallen, for it to be where he hit the ground. It's more like he hit, I don't know, like the edge of a table or something, and he has like a shape like that. So they're gonna have to like hold it together and glue it. Hopefully that will be a uneventful thing, and he will be either unscarred or scarred in a way that's cool, so that he can show his friends when he's older and be like, yeah, this is where I face planted when I was 3. At least it happened at daycare. Anytime he gets injured at daycare, we all breathe a little sigh of relief. We don't need it to happen at home every time. You know? My dad said that was what he did every time when we were little and we had an injury happen at work. He was like, thank God. Didn't happen at home. I don't need anybody to be thinking it happened at home. Let's see. Still waiting for the doctor. Gel on his face. Okay. Good spirits or sad boy? Poor baby. Anyway. Very good boy. Oh, she's about to say... I said, okay, good spirits or sad boy? And she said, very good boy, playing Long Live the King. Very good. You're so cute. Oh, gosh. Good. All is well now. All is fair and good and safe. Oh, by the way, I've decided I am going to make the new baby dress out of one of my old dresses instead of buying fabric. It's going to be this because it's cotton and I like it. And I might be changing my mind as we speak, as I look at the fabric again and go, oh, I love this dress. I love it, but it doesn't look good on me anymore. So also, do you want to hear something crazy? If you are triggered by weight loss talk, go away for 5 minutes because I'm going to talk about weight loss. I'm not going to talk about it in like a way like pro Anna or anything like that. Just in a way that if you are triggered by weight loss talk, don't be here. But if you're not triggered, then stay, because you noticed, Candace, I've lost a little bit of weight in the last little while. And I don't know how much because I don't weigh myself ever. But the last time I weighed myself at the doctor, I was 196 pounds, which no value judgment on that weight. It's just what I weighed. That was my highest weight I've ever been, 196. And I didn't like it when I first found out that's how much I weighed, because that's a number I was always in my head about. It's like approaching 200. And growing up, that was a line in my head. Now as an adult, I realize most adult women are 200 pounds. Like most of them when you look around. Yes, there's little petite ones. Yes, there's skinny ones. But like overall, an adult person is over 200 pounds. So anyway, I've just been comfortable with that. And I've noticed that I've lost a little bit of weight. And I assumed, I've been saying I'm 185. Like that's what I've been saying for a while. Comfortable with that. But I weighed myself yesterday. I don't have a scale, but I was somewhere where there was a scale, and I weighed myself yesterday, and I was 156 pounds. So at some point in the last year, I lost 35 pounds. Right? 81, 56, 66, 76, 86, 90. I lost 40 pounds. At some point in the last year, 40 pounds have left my body. Isn't it frustrating that I look almost the same, plus or minus 40 pounds? Obviously, I was bigger, but like not enough that 40 pounds sounds like a lot of weight. Anyway, so I was going through my head being like, should I be concerned? I wasn't actively trying to lose weight, and that's a lot to just not actively try to lose to have come off. So I was racking my brain last night, and I realized I stopped eating chocolate. That's it. That's the only thing that has changed. I stopped eating chocolate. So I was eating 40 pounds worth of chocolate a year, apparently. I don't know how the math works on that, but I haven't changed anything else. I've just been trying to avoid chocolate because of cold sores, and chocolate has arginine in it. Arginine causes inflammation. Inflammation causes cold sores. So I've been cutting out arginine high foods, including chocolate. Was I eating 40 pounds of chocolate a year? Not literally, but you know what I'm saying? So anyway, maybe just don't eat chocolate. 200 is my goal weight right now. I'm not taking drastic measures, but I'm making healthier choices and noticed my clothes are fitting better. I'm focused on how I feel rather than numbers on the scale. Yeah, I agree. I don't usually weigh myself, and I don't keep a scale in my home because I have a lot of like trauma with weight. It's like a thing that literally all of us have been through it. You know what I'm talking about. But I actively don't keep a scale, and as an adult, I still don't because I know it'll become an obsessive thing and then it becomes a problem. So I just don't keep one. But once in a while, I'll weigh myself, and yeah, 196 to 156. And 156 is like, I'm good. I'm not actively going to go any smaller because like if I'm in the 140s, I start to look a little gaunt. So 156 is like a very happy place to be. I'm not going to be talking about the numbers anymore because they don't matter. Because it didn't matter. When I was 196, I was like, I've never been in the 190s before. It doesn't look that much different. Like, I thought 160 to 190 was going to be a huge difference in how I looked. So when I found out I was in the 190s, I was like, that's strange because my socializing told me 200s is big. Anything under 200s is not big. That's just the line that society drew for me as a child, and I had to deconstruct it when I got close to the line. And then I had to be like, wait a second. And then I asked a few of my friends if they were willing to tell me how much they weighed, and then we all discovered we're all around 200 pounds. Everybody's around 200 pounds. And none of us thought the other ones weighed that. So we all had this like twisted version of what weight looks like. Like 300 pounds is huge. No, it's not. 300 pounds is like a little big. It's not huge. Like Alex is big. He's bigger. He's bigger than me. He's a big man. And like what weight looks like is not what I was socialized to believe weight looks like. Because I was socialized as a child and a young girl to believe that 130 is a woman's weight. As a young person, it was 130 was the right amount. And exactly, Melissa, I looked like Skeletor at 130. Me at 130 looks like Skeletor. My body is not fit for that. And And if I was 130 now, I would look unwell. So it's not a goal weight for everyone. I don't know. It's just, we don't have to talk about weight anymore. I know it's triggering for a lot of people, but yeah, the number is not what matters. I was just surprised by the number because a change happened that I didn't anticipate, and it's not a huge physical change. Like, that's a big number change, but it wasn't a huge physical change, you know? Yeah, Michelle, that's what I'm saying, is like, where am I carrying 200 pounds on my hips? That's why you see me up to here. It's the 200 pounds was all down here, and in my arms. But anyway, and I looked like Skeletor at 130. Literally same. My sister's wedding, at my little sister's wedding, I was like 145, and I was so skinny it looked yucky. I don't have the pictures on me, but I mean, I looked good, but like good in a way that like looked unsustainable, you know, like how young people can look good. It's just not the goal anymore. Anyway, neither here nor there, just an interesting thing. So, I was supposed to be having fun with Julia today, but now Alistair is hurt, so that changes our day. What are we doing? Not having fun. I'm not having fun today. Today they're getting their backyard redone. I was just going to be doing childcare with Julia. So it's fine. It's all good. And I hurt my finger yesterday. Poor me. Poor Laura. Hey, Alex. Do you think you could take me to the, you know, by the Pizza Hut, the emergency room?
What?
Do you think you could take me to the emergency room after? Not the ones by us, the ones near the Pizza Hut that we go to that's closer to her.
When?
Just after the stream ends. Oh my god, I touched my forehead for a sec. That's just from touching. Why are you like this? I don't even have any makeup on my face. Okay. I think I was born that way. Yeah, literally. Literally. I was 5 pounds 6 ounces on my way to 190. Anywho, doesn't matter. Weight doesn't matter. It was just something that happened to me that was interesting. It's not about me being like, this is good or this is bad. Just interesting. Maybe my doctor will take me seriously now, though. Maybe my doctor won't be like, if you lose weight. Maybe my doctor will just be like, I guess it's because you're a woman. See you Friday. Bye, Candace. Have a good rest of your day. Don't work too hard. And give Bailey all the hugs and kisses from me. Also, Candace, I'm going to get you your pillow soon. Your pillow is coming. It's on it. It's basically on its way. Oh, here we go. We got the update. What's the update? Stitches. Dang it. Stitches indeed. Oof, too real. For real, for real. I lost my train of thought because I was thinking about Alistair again. What was I going to say? It's just gone. I don't have it anymore. Anyway, see you Friday. Candace, have a good rest of your day. Don't work too hard. Give all the cuddles to your puppy dog, and I will bring you your pillow soon. But now he needs to get stitches. Poor baby. I could never not eat chocolate. Just take me out, Michelle. That's literally, if it were just about like, do you get cold sores, Michelle? Start there. If you are someone who does not get cold sores, I 100% understand what you mean. But if you get cold sores and someone told you all you have to do is stop eating chocolate, you would stop eating chocolate. You would stop eating chocolate. You would stop. Because cold sores are literally hell on earth. I don't know why we aren't working on correcting that and getting rid of it, because so many people have them. And also like regular herpes too, isn't it? Like a lot of people have them. Right? I feel like it's a high number of people. Moth pillow. What's moth pillow? Oh, wait, moth isn't moth, is it? Remember, moth is Candace, isn't it? Candace is pillow. That's what you're saying. Because moth is not what it says to you guys. On my screen, it says Chinese character, moth, pillow. But on your side, it says Candace's pillow. Candace's pillow I have from when Candace's was in the hospital. Michelle, yes, I would. If you got cold sores, you would not eat chocolate. Oh, you would eat chocolate and then you would get cold sores, and you would do that until you were 35, and then you would notice that when you don't eat chocolate, you don't get cold sores, and when you eat a lot of chocolate, you do get cold sores, and then you stop eating chocolate, and then you don't get very many cold sores. So maybe you would, but also it's such a bummer. Cold sores are literally such a bummer. And I haven't had one in a while, so I guess it's worth it. But oh, sweet, sweet Jesus, I do miss chocolate. I miss it a lot. Almost everyone has the virus. Yes, almost everyone has the virus, but not everyone has outbreaks as frequently as everyone else. So when I'm eating chocolate a lot, I will have an outbreak like once a month. Oh no, he's nervous now. Poor guy. Yeah, I would have an outbreak like once a month on my lip, or usually like on the upper lip. And it's just such a bummer. It's like so not a fun thing to deal with. And I had it since I was a little kid, since I was a baby. There's pictures of me at like 2 years old with a cold sore. So obviously I got it when I was little, and I did not have a lot of resilience against it. Let's see. At least it's a girl doctor doing it, is what he actually said. At least it's a girl doctor doing it, is what Alistair said. I eat chocolate for the happy brain fix. Okay, that's fair. For the brain chemistry, I'll eat chocolate. But you know what I do now? If I eat chocolate, I take a lysine pill after, because arginine is high in chocolate, and that causes the inflammation. So I take a lysine pill to counteract it. So I just eat a lysine pill every time I eat chocolate, and then so far, I think it's working. Also, this is working. Look at this. Look at this. She's perfect. Poor thing. Yes, he is a poor thing, but he's perfect, and he's gonna be just fine, I hope. I'm sure he'll be just fine. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up now so I can tidy myself up before I go. Thank you for being here today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, that's okay. Usually we do different things every single live stream, so you can just come back next time, and maybe you'll like it then. You know, just keep coming back, and eventually there will be a live stream that's awesome for you. But today, that's it. We are done. We're finished. We're going away now. I'm going to go and get myself ready to go to the hospital and meet the boy. How about carob? I don't know. I don't know about carob. Let's see. Before I leave, I'll check. Is carob high in lysine or arginine? High in arginine because it contains a much higher ratio of arginine to light. Oh, it's like chocolate, oats, and peanuts, generally considered a food to avoid if you're trying to avoid high arginine foods. Germ flour, other products, carob germ flour contains high protein, almost 50% arginine. Okay, so yes and no and yes. Kisses for the little man. I will send him the kisses. I will offer him the kisses. I will shower him with the kisses. But for now, I'm gonna go, and I will see you on Friday. So have a good rest of your week. Don't work too hard. Drink enough water. Please drink enough water. Dehydration is real. I love you so much, and I will see you, like I said, Friday morning. Because I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Bye.